So, David, a 1-1 draw with Chelmsford today. You said during the week it was going to be a really tough game, and it proved just to be that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they're always going to be tough games. Absolutely, Randy, you're right. And we knew how difficult it would be on the back of some adverse results that they've had, and we've had a longer period where really our momentum can get going with multiple games. But we did okay in the game. We showed lots of good things. But to not get over the line and to concede so late is disappointing. And we need to make sure that irrespective, I'm sure you're going to ask me about it in a bit, irrespective of what happens in the game, we need to make sure that we understand this is our responsibility and that we can and should and will, I'm sure, do better going forwards.
From a supporter's point of view and a spectator's point of view, that last-minute goal is an absolute sickener, and it makes a draw feel a little bit like a defeat. But it's important to keep our feet on the ground. We're 5 unbeaten. Yeah. It's a draw against a very good team, and it's not all doom and gloom, is it?
No, absolutely not. And it's I tend to be not pessimistic, but certainly realistic in some of my assessments of it. And I'm sure and absolutely convinced in my mind that we have to do more. There's no doubt whatsoever in that. But there's loads of positives in there. There's some really good individual performances and some excitement. Although I have to say we needed to do more second half. We need more purpose in our play, and more shots and more crosses and more real danger and threat. But overall, the boys have been fantastic, and we do remain unbeaten, and we need to make sure that we prepare properly and look forward to the next game.
Like you just alluded to, we will touch on that red card. What were your thoughts on that? Well, and I suppose even though it was one key moment in the game, like focused in on the microscope, it's important to see the full picture.
Yes, absolutely right, and I think the full picture is that we could have had goals that would have seen us through the game, irrespective of the decision. I'm critical and absolutely don't really want to comment on decisions. I certainly didn't think it was a straight red, but it happens, and it's these sort of things, and we'll have to have a really good look at it going backwards and see how we feel about it. But it affected the game. But I'm very keen, and I've just said it to the players, I'm very keen that we are able to take our own responsibility for it. We make sure that we see the game through if it happens, or prior to that we do enough to already get ourselves over the line. So credit to Chelmsford. It's a difficult game and against a good club with a good manager, and we needed to just do a little bit more to get us over the line. But it's tinged with disappointment, isn't it? But it's the bigger picture, like you say, is certainly rosy.
I was going to say, what's the mood like in the dressing room after that game?
Yeah, the boys are disappointed. But it's one of those ones where we're disappointed, but once we realise it happens and goes, and there was lots of positives in there too. So it's another one that we have to lick our wounds a little bit. To concede so late, just as you say, tinges it, makes it hurt just that little bit more. But it would have hurt at any time, and I have to say I think we have more to do, and we could have done more to get ourselves over the line tonight.
Exactly that, and we say it every week because it's just so important. About every week it's about progression, getting back on the training ground, getting better and better and better, which from the stands it looks like we're doing very well. Yeah. So now it's a great chance to get back on the training pitch and look forward to a tough game against Tunbridge.
Yeah, well, you're very kind to say so, and I think we are certainly progressing and going forwards. But we have to train properly. We see the boys so rarely, twice. We train for only a few hours, 2 or 3 hours before next Saturday. So, and we're very conscious that the boys work their socks off during the week and all have jobs and do what they're doing. And really, we almost disregard that when they come into the club. We pay no attention to the fact they've had a hard day or that they're doing other stuff. And there's another opportunity for us this week to prepare properly and know the challenge ahead and to make sure that we're ready to face it.
David, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.